Over the Road magazine article, March 2009. Digging for the Tax Oyster. Over the last year, I've written many articles about the advantages of subsistence allowance, aka per diem, aka meal allowance. Since November 2008, in association with Over the Road magazine, I've even written 2 articles per week on the industry analyst blog Canada Truck Operators. The Incorporated Employer Subsistence Allowance system brings tax savings to operators at a dramatic volume, and once trained, the compliance to the rules is not at all that difficult to live with. However, I've noticed that in order for operators to embrace the system and its savings, they generally need customized individual help. Most operators are savvy to driving and navigating, but vulnerable to paper cuts. Consequently, they rely heavily on their accountant's advice. Usually, this reliance and trust is well earned. However, sometimes sound accounting advice is both wise and difficult to find. It appears too many accountants are too busy to train operators to comply to the rules month by month. Unfortunately, without personal assistance, many operators abandon the opportunity, some even claiming sour grapes. However, those who have found an accountant who can apply the rules for them retain its dramatic savings. As with most things in life, the 2 general rules are, if it's too easy, it's probably not worth it, and the other rule is, if it's even appears difficult, it's probably worth the effort. The ease of becoming self-employed is staggering. One call to CRA and a GST count is opened. Then the only thing for the operator to do is fill the shoebox full of receipts. Accountants can pop off a statement of business activity sometimes within days or even hours, and the annual tax question is answered, not necessarily paid, but nonetheless answered. Qualifying for subsistence allowance takes 4 steps: incorporation, a regular pay structure, source deductions, and subsistence calculation payment. The entire system separates personal and business finances completely, something that operators should be doing anyway. Even still, it takes several months before most operators feel comfortable with the different cash and paper flow. The long-term annual benefit, however, is remarkable. Drivers are becoming more and more educated about the system and naturally seem to gravitate to the issues, but too many accountants still remain aloof. I've talked to professionals coast to coast, and too many still seem overwhelmed with the accounting issues rather than implementing tax savings of $6,000 to $8,000 per year per client. I do know several firms who implement the system, but unfortunately they don't market their services. So until accountants feel comfortable with their firm's application, operators may have to dig deep until they find their personal oyster. Have a good trip.